You're welcome back to the session with Ada. I really appreciate all of our students, our parents, our clients, and for us many who have been making my videos known to people, for the recommendations, the observations. I really and deeply appreciate everyone. And please keep sharing these videos. Keep giving people, keep allowing students learn from it. A lot of things are coming. A lot of things I can't explain are coming. So let others see our videos. Let others see these videos I'm making, and keep subscribing. Keep subscribing. Thank you very much. Today we go to plane shapes. Plane shapes. I've treated a part of it. Yes, I treated a part of plane shape. Now I'm going to do another part of it. So under plane shape, what are plane shapes? They are shapes with 2 dimensions. They are shapes so that you only measure them by virtue of what? Just 2 dimensions. You can have just the length and the breadth. And there are a lot of plane shapes for students or in the pupils in the primary school and secondary school. They still deal with plane shapes, and virtually every aspect of mathematics have to deal with one shape or the other. And the knowledge, the fundamental shape, which is plane shape, must be known, should be known. So if you talk about plane shapes, what are plane shapes? They are shapes with 2 dimensions. What are examples? We have some of our collaterals, for example, the rectangle, the square. Let me start identifying them. Let's talk about them and their properties. We pick them and we talk about their properties also. So let me pick some of them. Let's start with the square. Sorry for this. Let's start with the square. You have the square. Square, you see, you will observe something about the square. Let me see if this is not too much. Sorry about that. Have something like this. I think this is sufficient. This, please note, all my drawing here, they are not to scale. So by indication of all this, I'm trying to tell you that all the sides are supposed to be equal. So this is the first thing about the square. All the sides are equal. All the sides are equal. It has equal dimensions. So we have this to be the length. This is the length. This is another length. This is another length. This is another length. So, and we also have, it has 4 angles, such that the angles are equal in the sense that they are equal to each other. They are 90, 90 each. 90, 90, 90, 90. So everything sums up to 360. And that will make it a quadrilateral. So you have, if you have this, you go with this. The first property. 1. All the sides are equal. In fact, don't let me write. Don't let me draw. I will have to write. Then you see what I'm explaining. 1. They have all the sides are equal. So for a given square, all the sides, they are equal. And if they are equal, what does that mean? Or what does that imply? All the sides are equal. 2. And we go from I, J, K and the rest down. It has equal, okay, it has equal angles. It has equal angles. Okay, the next is the third one. Then that's equal angles. Apart from that, apart from the equal angles, what other property does the square have? A square has 4 lines. Has 4 lines of symmetry. Has 4 lines of symmetry. What's the other one? Yes. It bisects. Okay, let me mention that. Let me say the sum of angles. Sum of angles. Sum of interior angle is equal to 360 degrees. Since each is 90, this is 90, 90, 90, 90. So that's why sum of angles is 360 degrees. Then the area, let me enter that again. Area is equal to the length times the length times length, and that implies that the perimeter is equal to length. You have plus length plus length plus length, and that is equal to what? That is equal to how many lengths is that? How many L do we have there? That is equal to 4L. Let me leave this at that. Let me go back to what I was doing. If you have a square, for example, you have a square like this. It's going to be of equal dimensions. Sorry about that. So let's say this is 6 meters. Easily, I can calculate the area of this square without anybody telling me, provided I know or I see a symbol that goes this way. This is telling me that all the sides are equal. So my area can be equal to what? A stands for area. That will be, since it is length times length, and 6 is length, that will be equal to what? 6 times 6, and that will be equal to what? 36 meter. Please, when writing the final answer, the unit of area is meter or centimeter square. There should be a square there. So you have this. Then the perimeter is what? 4L. And what does that imply? 4L, that will be 4 times what? 6. That is equal to 24 meters. That is 24 meters. So the perimeter is measured in meters or centimeter or millimeter or kilometer, right? In any of the units they give you. But the area will carry square. Please note that. So that is that about a square. Let's check another shape. What other shape can we check? Okay. Let's check a rectangle. A rectangle, we have Let's talk about the properties. If I talk about the properties for a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. That's the first thing. Opposite sides are equal. I'm coming. So if I have, I have to clear this away. I have to draw a rectangle. If I have a rectangle, oh, I did not show something in my square. Look at the diagonal. It has the diagonal, and here is the diagonal. This is diagonal. Another diagonal can come this way. It will bisect this into, it will bisect into two equal halves. Yes. Then it has 4 lines of symmetry. 4 lines of symmetry. I said the square has 4 lines of symmetry. So is 1, 2, then you have the 3 along this line, then you have the 4 along this line. So 4 lines of symmetry. Now let me quickly talk about the rectangle. The rectangle is somehow similar to the square, just that they are actually differences, but they are both quadrilaterals. So if you have this, I said opposite sides are equal. This side is opposite to this side. This side is opposite to this side. So opposite sides are equal, and at the same time, just like the square, each of the interior angles is 90 degrees. So let me quickly go and continue with the properties. So if you have this, my J is sum of angles too. Sum of angles is equal to 360 degrees. 360 degrees. Then you have it there at 360 degrees. Then you go. Some angle is about 360 degrees. What other one can we talk about? It has 2 lines of symmetry. It has just two lines of symmetry. Another thing can I talk about? I mentioned some of angles. Okay, let me talk about the area. Its area is equal to the length times the breadth. While the perimeter is equal to length plus length okay, you have length plus length, then plus breadth plus breadth, and that can be equal to what? So you have this to be equal to length plus breadth plus breadth. That will be 2L plus 2B, 2 breadth, and that can also be equal to, you factor out 2, so inside you have your length plus breadth closes. So that is why the perimeter of a rectangle is always 2 open bracket length plus breadth. 2 open bracket length plus breadth. Don't forget, I did not mention that perimeter means addition of all visible sides. Addition of all visible sides. I think I'll be faster after this of the other shapes. Just be noting, I'll be saying them so you note them down. The addition of all visible sides is what perimeter actually means. So let's go. We have a rectangle of this form. We have a rectangle of this form. You have this to be 3, and you have this to be 5 meters. This is meters. What will your area be? Your area is, this is your breadth. I did not mention that this is breadth, and this is the length. So that will be length times breadth, and that simply means what? The 3 times 5, and that is equal to what? 15 meter, don't forget, square. And your perimeter will be equal to what? 2 open brackets, or you don't use 2 open brackets. That one is you choose to just master the formula and keep it upstairs. This is glaring. This side is equal to this side, right? This side is equal to this side. Just how many? Add this side to this side, to this side, to this side. So yeah, I'm going to be adding 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3. And that is equal to what? 10 plus 3, 13, 13 plus 3, that is 16 meters. So that is that about the perimeter and the area. Now quickly we go to another shape. Let's consider a parallelogram. Before the parallelogram, let's consider a parallelogram first. Parallelogram. We have a parallelogram. Parallelogram will always look this way. Then I include this here. From the name, parallelogram. A parallelogram. So this side is parallel to this side. Then this side, I'm going to try this again. So this side is equally parallel to this side. You see this? And please, this is an angle. Can name this A. This is another angle. I can name this B. These are angles also, of course. These are angles also. This is C. This is D. This angle and this angle, A and B, they are adjacent angles. So you should note that A plus B, they are like supplementary angles. They will be equal to 180 degrees. Please note that. The same thing goes for C plus D. The same thing goes for C plus D. Then what are the properties? This side, opposite angles, opposite sides are parallel and equal. This is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. So A, B is actually parallel to D, C, in fact, and is also equal to it. It's parallel and equal to DC. Likewise, AD and BC, they are parallel and equal to each other. That is I mentioned two properties. Now, because it's a quadrilateral also, sum of angles in the whole four angles, interior angles, will give you 360. Give you 360. It has no line of symmetry. Then the area of a parallelogram, area is equal to base times height. Somebody will ask, where is the height? And generate the height here. Bring this here, bring this down, bring this down, bring this down, bring this down. Then I can decide to have something like this. So if I have something like this, don't forget, let me call this E. E will be equal to A. They will be corresponding angles. Note this. I've taught types of angles the other time. Angles between parallel lines. E is a parallel line, E is a parallel line. So angles between parallel lines, E is equal to A, they are corresponding angles. Note that. So the area is base times height. I don't need to write the perimeter. Perimeter means whatever they give you here, add it to this side, add it to this side, BC. This is the height. You can come and indicate that same height here. Please take note of this. So BC is a side to this DC. Addition of all the four sides to give you the perimeter. So that is that about a parallelogram. Quickly, we move again to another shape. Let's talk about the triangle. From the name triangle. Tri. What does that mean? It means it has three sides. Okay, I think I will talk about this in my next video. Talk about 2-3 more shapes in the next video. So thank you for staying with me. Thank you for staying with me. I deeply appreciate you. Should in case you want to talk to me, you want me to take you for a physical or online class, you can reach me via this contact 081 64 86 94. Then you have 70 08164869470. That's what you have. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.